Healthy parrot diet and toxic foods. Contrary to popular belief, parrots should not be fed seed. Their diet should consist of a combination of pellets and whole, fresh foods. Pellets for parrots. The current recommendation by board-certified avian veterinarians who study avian nutrition is that pellets should make up 50 to 70% of a parrot's diet. The best pellets to feed your parrots are those that do not contain sugar or dyes, since these ingredients may have a cumulative effect in the body and can cause diseases over the long term, possibly even shortening birds' lifespan. Recommended pellet brands include, but are not necessarily limited to, Harrison's, Rowdybush, Hagen, Topps Totally Organic Pellets, and K-Tech Oven Fresh Bites. Fresh foods for birds. The remaining 30 to 50% of a parrot's diet should be composed of fresh foods, including these: raw or steamed vegetables, preferably organic, when available cooked whole grains and/or pseudo-grains, such as rice brown, wild or forbidden oats, barley, quinoa, buckwheat, amaranth and teff. Soaked and cooked or sprouted legumes. Raw, soaked or sprouted nuts and seeds. Limited amounts of raw fruits, seeds and nuts should comprise no more than 10 to 20% of their diet combined. Many people envision parrots in the wild eating a diet of nothing but fruits and nuts, but researchers are discovering that, for most parrot species, that is somewhat of a misconception. In addition, wild birds expend a lot more energy than captive birds, so they need the extra sugars and fats found in nuts and fruits. Plus, the fruits that they eat in the wild contain much less sugar and much more fiber than the fruits cultivated for human consumption. Offer fruits, seeds and nuts only as a treat, and focus mostly on fresh berries and raw, unsalted nuts. Parrot diet preparation. An easy, less time-consuming and cost-effective way to provide a wide variety of fresh foods to your bird daily is to make something called chop. Chop is exactly what it sounds like. You cook a big batch of grains and legumes, chop up a variety of vegetables, and mix it all together in a large container. You then spoon 3 to 4 individual daily servings into sandwich bags or other containers, and put them in the freezer. Depending on how much you make and how many birds you have, one batch of chop can last anywhere from 1 week to several months. More info on how to make chop can be found in the resources section below. Converting your parrot to a healthy diet. Many parrots have never learned how to eat a healthy diet, but they can be taught to do so. If your parrot will not eat the foods recommended above, see the resources section below for an article about how to convert your parrot to a healthier, more varied diet. Toxic foods and foods to avoid giving parrots. Toxic foods that should never be fed to your bird include alcohol, avocado, cassava, tapioca, dairy products, meat, chocolate or cocoa, peanuts, fruit, seeds and pits. Foods that should also be avoided include any foods that are high in salt, fat and sugars, and/or contain dyes or preservatives.